Hey guys, Mr. Marone here. Welcome back. We haven't done a flipped video in a while, so hopefully you guys remember the drill. Today we're going to talk and introduce transformations, and then we are going to look at reflections in the coordinate plane. Okay, there's going to be a collection of these over the next couple days. So a transformation is an operation that maps the original figure, the image that they give you, which is known as the pre-image. The pre-image. Okay, and when we create this new figure, that's called our image. Okay, so it's pre-image for what's been given, and what is created is your image. Okay, and it can change a lot of different things. This can change the size. It can change the position. Or it can change the shape of the figure that's given. And these figures could be just a line segment, it could be a triangle, a quadrilateral, it could be any shape, but we can change what the figure is given in regards to its shape, its size, or its position. So the first transformation we're going to look at is the reflection. There's also going to be the rotation, the translation, and then the dilation. There are 4 of them that we're going to look at. So a reflection is a flip. So whenever you hear reflection, you got to think we're flipping it over something. Okay? It's a flip over a line, and it's called the line of reflection. It's very easy to remember. So we're flipping over the line of reflection. Okay? And each point, the points given, and the image, the new creation that we've got here, are the same distance from this line of reflection. Same distance. And just so you guys notice, over on the left-hand side in the picture, the original figure is always going to be labeled with just a normal point, just like we've got. And whenever we translate it or reflect it or any sort of our transformations, we add a little tick mark or an apostrophe, which is called the prime. So A is now mapped onto A prime. Okay, and the possible lines of reflection that you'll see are the X and Y axes, so the X-axis or the Y-axis. And we can also have vertical or horizontal lines where X equals some number or Y equals some number. And diagonal lines, normal linear functions such as Y equals X or Y equals negative X. Okay, and the big key here is this same distance part. Okay, we have to remember that every time we do this, whatever line we're reflecting over, the new point has to be the same number of spaces away from our old figure over that line. So let's take a look at one example, and then you guys will have some to try tonight. So in this figure, they gave us the vertices -4, 2. So right there's point A. They gave us 4, 7. Right here. Point B. And they gave us 5, 1. There's point C. Okay, so I've got my figure here drawn in. The lines are very crooked. I apologize for that. We'll make these points bigger so you can see it. Now, if I want to reflect over the x-axis right here, that means that my points are going to end up down in this bottom section here, okay, in the second and third quadrants here. So what we need to do is let's figure out each point, how far away is it from the x-axis. Well, point A is 2 units away. It went up 2 units. Okay, so we're now going to reflect it down 2 units. So there is A prime. Okay, and that new point is going to be -4, -2. B, we said, was 7 units away from the x-axis, so we're going to go down 7 units. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's B prime, and that point is at 4, -7. And point C, we said, was 1 unit from the x-axis, so we're going to go down 1 unit. and I've got C prime, which was at 5, -1. Okay, so your figure should look the same. Those were much better. And it's going to be a straight reflection, kind of like what happens when you look in a mirror. Okay, so something that's just a little bit of a helpful hint. Since we flipped over the x-axis, notice how all of my y values changed. They went from positive to negative in this case. So if it's an x-axis reflection, you're going to change the y values from positive to negative. If it's a y-axis reflection, you're going to change the x values from positive to negative. And it's just that simple. So in your packet, you've got numbers 2 through 12. I'd like you to try them tonight. See how you do, and we will take a look at them in class tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.